Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Megan.
I'm Grandpa.
Okay.
I'm Petey.
I'm Matt.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Aunt Becky.
And we're some of the Veggie boys.
And girls.
And we'd like to thank you for stopping by. If you're new here, consider subscribing because we can grow a lot of things on the farm, but one thing we can't grow is this channel without your help. All right. I can't stand around here talking. I gotta get going. I know you like to just stand and talk.
Just be glad you get to take a ride this morning.
Dad has some other things going on this morning, so he said I get the special privilege of going to the wholesaler, which I think is pretty cool. Now there are a few things I have to be concerned about this morning. The biggest thing is the chance of rain. We have a 90% chance of rain today, and it's supposed to be this morning. So I have a tarp in the back of the truck here just in case I need to tarp the produce. Oh no, that police officer was flying. We don't see too many police officers. I don't know where he's going. I hope he's not going the same place I'm going. But anyway, what was that? Tarp, yeah. So I have the tarp just in case it starts to rain. So if we need to tarp anything, we'll be good to go. We're now at the wholesaler. We just gotta find our order now. Before I can do anything here, this guy makes me pay.
You don't leave without paying.
Yep. Before I can do anything here, this guy makes me pay. He won't even say hi to me.
Make me the bad guy.
Yep, that's the problem.
You let your dad sleep in there?
Yeah, he's having a lazy day.
He's allowed to.
Yeah, he is, every once in a while. I like it. Better safe than sorry. Alright, I think you got it. Look at that. Professional. That's why you get paid the big bucks. Yeah. What'd you do? Give Dad the day off? Well, he had some things he had to do this morning, and he didn't need to do both of them, you know? So I took the fun job.
Yeah, he likes coming down.
Yeah, I know. He likes coming down here, just sits down here and talks. I had to put some strawberries up here in the front cab, and they smell so good. And now the entire cab smells like strawberries. So that was a good deal. I looked at the forecast, and I'm deciding against putting the tarp on. I hope that's the right decision, as I don't want to go through the hassle of putting the tarp on. But we'll see. I might have to stop on the way home. Just got home from the wholesaler with the truck. Now we've got to get everything pulled off the truck and fill up the farm market, which shouldn't be too difficult because we didn't have a big load. I'm sure we have some stuff on there for order, so we got to get all that sorted. But now that I'm home, we can get started on it. We are now done with working in the farm market. We got everything all put away. We got it all set up. So now we're moving on to our next chores, and it's a lot chillier out than I thought. I might have to grab my sweatshirt. But we need to get all of the animals fed. Daniel got down here a little bit earlier than me. He got all the calves taken care of, which is a big help. But now we need to get the chickens fed, eggs graded, and we also need to get all of these cattle fed. I think we're gonna get started with the chickens though, so we're gonna grade eggs. Chickens are very happy. We just got all of them fed and we have got all the eggs collected now. So now that the animals are all finished, we have a few more chores now that have kind of been added to the list that need to be taken care of every day. So as you guys know, animals is a big one. Animals is something, regardless of the weather, regardless of the day, they need to be taken care of. But now that we have greenhouses full of delicate plants, they need to be checked on as well. And I think from the last time that we were in this greenhouse till today, these plants have grown. They look really, really good. Now, as I'm walking through here, I'm looking for dry spots. As you can see, we've got a dry spot here. We've got a dry spot here. So when we do start watering for the day, we will do what's called spot watering. Anywhere that there's a dry spot, we'll hit it with some water. Now, a lot of you that watch the channel, you're very familiar with taking care of plants. So this really isn't new information for you, but it's just something important to keep on your mind. These plants depend on you for water. So it gives you a little more encouragement to get up and get going. I don't know, maybe I'm the only person that feels that way. I mean, I am in here talking to a camera and plants, but it's important. Well, I think so at least. Makes me feel good. So greenhouse number 4 has some spots that need to be watered, but as we have mentioned in the past, and something that's good to keep in your mind, we're cloudy right now. The sun is trying to peek through the clouds, so we're gonna hold off and hope that the sun will peek out. Because if I just start watering this stuff and I let it sit in that water, there's a high chance for disease, and that doesn't allow oxygen to get around the base of the plant. So later on in the day, we may have to revisit greenhouse number 4 and give everything a drink. Walking in and out of these greenhouses is rough, it's warm. Now, it would be nice if we could wait till the middle of the day to water all of our greenhouses, but you only have so much water pressure. I just hit myself in the head. And since we only have so much water pressure, we're not able to do that. So this largest greenhouse, which is mostly watered by hand, well, we have to start a little bit earlier with this one, which is what Matthew is doing. Right now, he's just going aisle by aisle and watering. How long have you been in here this morning?
I don't know, what time is it?
11 o'clock. 2.5
hours.
Wait, doesn't that sound exciting? 2.5 hours of watering. I mean, it's not bad, but after you do that every single day, it starts to get rough. Don't spray me with the hose.
Today is taking a little bit longer. We're getting cloudy weather the next couple days, so I can't just water everything. The stuff that is a little more wet still, I need to go really light on, and then the stuff that's dry has to be harder. So I can't just water everything the same. That's why it takes longer.
So that just kind of gives you an understanding of what's taking place in this greenhouse. A lot of watering, and you may have noticed there's nobody else in here today. The planting crew's not working. So this makes it easier on everybody else, because usually we have to worry about keeping the pot filling machine full, we have to move trays around, but on a day like today, watering is our biggest concern. So how has the farm market been this morning? Have we been busy?
It's been very quiet.
Callie and Becky have been bonding.
Yes. She loves me today, and I'm so happy.
Some days Callie comes down and she picks her favorite person, and it's always someone else. She knows what she's doing.
Favorite person today, can you say Aunt Becky?
I left Matthew in the greenhouse. He's gonna finish watering, and I'm moving on to an important job with Daniel. And that important job is making horseradish. We're not working on grinding the horseradish right now. We're just peeling and slicing the root. And before we got started, we spent some time washing our horseradish root, and we got our table all cleaned and sanitized, and we are clean and sanitized. So now we're gonna continue peeling the horseradish and then chopping it up. So Daniel and I are working together here. He has been peeling the root, and then I am coming through and chopping it up finer. Now the issue with horseradish, and I'll see if I can get a little longer piece here. I'll slice it in half. It is very fibrous. You can see how fibrous it is there from just looking at this. And as you run it through a grinder, it has a high chance of clogging up a grinder. Now, if you've ever clogged a grinder or just anything with horseradish, you'll know that it's terrible, because this stuff can really burn up your nose and into your eyes. But it's very difficult to clean then. So we like to make sure that we chop it up small enough so that it doesn't clog up our grinder, because we do not want to be dealing with that. Now, a lot of customers have been asking for horseradish, so we're going to be doing 2 different types. We're going to be doing our plain white horseradish, and we're also going to be doing a red beet infused red horseradish. So one thing I've noticed is this stuff is actually pretty spicy. As Daniel has been taking off the outer peel, there's a lot of vapor that comes off of this stuff, and it does start to affect your eyes. So if you ever need to take a break, we don't make fun of you, because one, we understand how it is. The only thing that I've noticed about this horseradish is it's cutting a lot nicer. And I just don't know if it's because this knife is sharper or what the deal is, but I have been enjoying slicing this stuff up. It doesn't seem like it's been too tough for the knife today. Daniel and I just got finished slicing up the horseradish. We've got it all peeled, we've got it all sliced. Now all we need to do is grind it, which is what we're gonna do this afternoon. My dad is the one that likes to add the vinegar to it. We use vinegar to help preserve the horseradish. So our horseradish recipe is just vinegar and horseradish. So for lunch today, I think we're gonna call it Musco, right? Musco Day, we have a lot of leftovers. We have leftover tacos, we have leftover hamburger barbecue. We also have leftover tortellini soup that Lauren made, and pickles. Very good pickles. We just got done with lunch and Dad is not home yet, so we don't have to worry about grinding that horseradish. But we just received a package and we're pretty excited about it. So excited actually that Matthew ran straight up to the greenhouse. So I'm going up there with him. Matthew, tell him why you ran straight up here.
We just got a package in the mail of hot cherry pepper seed, which we were having a hard time getting a hold of. So since we got it, we started planting peppers already, but we never got these planted, so I came up here to get them planted immediately.
Now we don't need too many trays to start off. We, as a matter of fact, only need one. So we're gonna get that planted. Hey, whoa, what are you doing in here, buddy?
See what Matt's doing.
Oh my goodness. Cousin Timmy's here. We only needed one tray of hot cherry peppers, as we mentioned earlier. Matthew did a nice job. Oh, I see a double there. Oh, I see a few doubles, but we won't yell at Matthew for that. Now that we've got the tray full, we're gonna cover lightly with soil because peppers do not have the best germination rates. Even under perfect conditions, they can still struggle. I think these peppers have a 91% rate, which actually is not that bad. So the hot cherry peppers have now been watered. We gotta tag them, which Matthew is taking care of. But that's gonna stay on the heated tables for now. The sun has been poking through the clouds a little bit, so the plastic is not on the seedlings, which is a good thing. We don't wanna cook them. So we're gonna worry about putting the plastic back on tonight, but for the rest of the day, they should be just fine. Dad is now home, so you guys know what that means. It's horseradish grinding time. And Daniel has been in here for longer than I have. He's already got one bag done, and let me just tell you, it smells wonderful in here because it's burning. Wow, that stuff is strong. Whew.
Daniel, why do you have a bag on the end of the grinder?
So that the horseradish doesn't get away, Dad.
Oh, okay.
It is not because if you didn't have a bag on here, I'd be crying like a little girl like I normally am.
So how do you feel about clogging the grinder?
I'm ready for round 2.
Oh, it doesn't bother him. He can grind horseradish. It doesn't bother him.
I don't know what
Quit talking to me! This is like top 5 funniest / worst jobs on the farm. Grinding horseradish.
The best time doing this.
It's so terrible right now. And this will about wrap it up. We just got the last of the horseradish ground, and it was a little more difficult than we would have liked. The machine got clogged twice, not fun. We've got horseradish and red beets in here, so we're gonna add the rest of it to that mixture, and then it'll be ready for sale, which is a good thing because we've had a lot of people asking for horseradish. The past weekend, I probably had like 20 to 30 people ask for it.
He's getting a haircut.
This is really long, so you're gonna you're gonna have to wear a hat because you're gonna be really cold. You have ears.
Look at you, all the birds are gonna be so happy. But Aunt Becky does all of our haircuts. So when we're all looking really, really good, it's thanks to Aunt Becky. Do you feel like a new man?
I feel cold.
There we go, there we go. Scratch, scratch, scratch. A lot of the cattle are over on the hill, eating grass and stretched out. They look nice and comfy. This is our favorite time of the year when the cattle start eating grass again. They just love being out to pasture. We just got everything put away in the farm market and we are closed for the day, so we're gonna head up to the house. Now that we've made it up to the house, as you can see, there's no dinner on the table. Oh yeah, that's because it's date night. And since it's date night, that means this is where we're gonna end the video today. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.